Wow, we've made it through 10 days. And yesterday was quite a doozy. It was a long video. It was a lot of information. And I'm sure it's a lot to be like, wow, where do I start? So I just want to end today with just some wrap up and some summary of the last 10 days. And really, I want to start it off with a huge congrats. Huge, seriously, like applaud yourself. Pause, get up, put on a song you love, and dance for a few minutes. Move your body, do something, enjoy yourself. That was to really put through the work on those 10 days. I mean, you're looking at 5 hours or more worth of work. And that is a serious workshop that you just put yourself through. So that is amazing. Like, celebrate yourself, those small wins, just like Tony Robbins even talks about, like, get up and dance and celebrate through your movement and your actions of like how excited you are to take action in your life and to really want more, to create more, to have more, to believe in more, to start to step into more. Celebrate yourself. You absolutely deserve it. And why would you not want to stand up and let yourself be felt and be recognized? Your body, your subconscious needs that. Your inner child wants to be recognized. So if you're home alone and you're in your room, close your door, put on some music, dance for 30 seconds, like celebrate anything. It doesn't even have to be these 10 days, but just, I encourage you to celebrate yourself. Those small wins make you feel good. And if you can, and I know you can, but if you would, in the comments of today, share about which days really hit home the hardest for you and why. Is it day 2? Is it day 3? And share just like a brief explanation of what those days have really shown you or awakened some truth within you about what you want to work on, about what fears you have, about what you want to overcome, about the reality of realizing, wow, I do want to claim something that I haven't felt in a long time. And just to wrap up these 10 days, I just wanted to share some tips to move forward, to kind of wrap in those last 10 days, seal everything up. And now that this layer of like awareness or introspection or this like microscopic look into ourselves or into our past, we've really dug up a lot and we've shown some light on the truth of what we want for ourselves. And I guess the hope is that now that there is more to be seen and to be discovered within you, that you are really willing and fully focused to witness those things that you want and you deserve for yourself. And to see that, realizing that it comes with real change. Real change is needed to take fearless action and to start stepping in to the greatest version of yourself. So these 10 days were really to bring a lot of awareness to who you are right now in this present state, as we talk about in our timeline, to get out of our past and our future and get into our present state. That you got here based on all these beliefs and agreements that we've been wrapped up in. We've been wound so tightly within our inner subconscious, these stories that we've held on to for so long. And these agreements and beliefs have really become this like rigid structure of who we are from within. And that we have so many different aspects of our childhood that have carried into our adulthood. Like that wind story, we've held on to and been afraid to let go of. That we can realize we can actually start to unwind and untangle, unclutter, unprogram, unwire those things that have been causing us disturbances that don't allow us to actively step into our greatness. And we can do that by looking into these things with our truths, with our clarity. And yes, there are, for many, there's probably a lot of layers within this web, or a lot of layers of this onion that we need to pull back, that we realize like, wow, these things are really hindering me. They're really keeping me from moving forward. And some may plague you or be a part of that roadblock for you that are not roadblocks for others. But the reality is that we've all went through a similar journey. And we've all went through a journey to discover that we have really strong limiting stories. We have really powerful self-disbeliefs negative perspectives and programming that's holding on to us from breaking through into creating fearless actions that we truly want to take for ourselves. And I encourage you to make some time and go back and just briefly skim through your notes. Take time to go through your notes, add some new notes. Now that you've finished all 10 days, you might see some new things now in day 2 and 4 that after going through days 8 and 10, and maybe even adding some new things to your earlier activities that you're like, oh my God, these things have started to come up. I didn't even realize. And now that the program is finished, you further got through the workshop, more layers have been pulled back, new things have been shown. But just remember that this is just a start. And the hardest part is just starting. The fact that you've decided to take 10 days is just part of the start. And once you realize through a pair of truth glasses, I like to call them, the changes that need to be made from your past, you can actually start taking the necessary actions in your present day, in who you are right now as an adult. And this is where my timeline extraction method comes into play. This is where realizing my growth and the things that I've had to do to start becoming who I want to be and who I am has come through a process. Because this process was really created through all those things that I went through that helped extract me out of my negative timeline loop that kept me stuck in place and not allowing me to move forward. So as I spoke earlier in this workshop about something special I wanted to offer near the end of this workshop, it does have to do with the process I created and how it's worked for me and how I want to be able to start to introduce this process to others and share it with others and see how it can work for you. So this special offer, this, like I said earlier, this irresistible offer that I want to share is for those that have went through this course, that finished this course, and that are only in this private group. So, being a part of that is something special to me. It really means something to me. I don't want to offer it up to everybody. I want to offer it to the people that chose to be here. You made the decision and the action to actually be here, to try something new. Now, I want to offer that. I'm not going to offer that today because I want to wrap this up and I want to put too much information again in today. But I am going to announce that in the next couple of days in this group for those of you that are in the group. And if these 10 days really awaken some truth for you, if it sparks some fire for you from within, and if it's made you realize that you do deserve more, and now you're actually ready, you know what? I want to take on these fears. I want to take on these fears through action. Don't miss this chance to take on this irresistible offer. Don't leave the group just yet. Don't leave the group if ever, because I'm going to keep using this space. I'm going to keep sharing. I'm going to keep pushing free stuff out. I'm going to keep sharing new things within this group. But I want to leave you with this great perspective. And I want to leave you with this story to keep with you. Again, we talked about writing stories. I want to leave you with this story. And a best friend of mine, Travis, he left me with this amazing analogy about winning and how the universe always is working in a powerful way for us to win. But when you first think of, or when you understand the idea of the word win, most times all people think, they automatically can assume this win type word to a championship or a prize or the best of the best or reaching the top or a place of glory or fame or praise, et cetera, like you're the best of whatever you've done. But I want to challenge you to look at the word win in perspectives of the universe. When the universe wants us to win and always will ensure we get the win that we want based on our own inner laws. The universe works on our own inner beliefs and our own agreements, our own stories, our own words, and our own actions. That's how the universe helps us win. So now I want to share that if within you is filled with the sort of things like complaining about your circumstances, comparing yourself to others, thinking, feeling, or saying you aren't good enough, if you're always worried about the future and regretting the past, if you're sitting around in fear instead of taking small steps of action, if this is the way you portray within you your life, the universe will see this is the winning attitude that you choose to have. The universe isn't going to decipher for you what winning means to you. The universe is going to continue to provide you with a winning life that you always think about and you always speak about. If that thinking and speaking is you aren't good enough, you aren't worthy, you don't have the skills, you aren't brave enough, no one cares about who you are, or you don't have a message that anyone wants to hear, well then the universe is going to make sure you are always winning with those thoughts. So how you think, how you feel, how you act, how you speak becomes your winning personality to the universe. The universe has no remorse. It has no sympathy. The universe just is. It gives you what you want. So you win at what you are wanting. If you want the universe to show up for you, you have to change your winning attitude. You have to create your winning recipe. You have to empower your winning beliefs. You have to take winning actions. And like I said in day 10, you have to have the faith that you deserve to win. Because if your faith is put into negative beliefs, negative perspectives, negative ideals, the universe is going to allow you to continue to win at just that. And you will be that winning person in how you feel and act every single day. So whatever it is that you deep down passionately desire for you to be in living in your greatest state of self, the universe is going to give you. We have to reframe our stories. We have to change our words. We have to empower our thoughts. We have to alter our ego. We have to change our agreements and beliefs to be a winning nature so the universe can just give and give and give. The universe has no remorse or sympathy and is not going to alter your inner laws of who you believe you are. Have faith that you deserve to win. Your fears are only conversations that you have within yourself. They're the conversations that you allow to take place in your head. While your greatness is the actions that you actually take in your life. The less we sit around and conversate with all this bullshit in our head, and the more fearless actions we start to take into achieving our greatest states of our lives, it will just start to become. I challenge you, just lean in, take the first step. From the first step, your momentum flows. You don't need to fully believe yet, but just start believing in something. Start believing and having faith in you, and the rest will start to show up. It's a lot. Take it in. Sit with that. Let that reside within you. Align with that, and allow the universe to start showing up for you. I challenge you to start winning and have a winning nature, a winning law within inside of you every single day. Thank you again for joining me on this workshop. Fearless greatness, invoking your reality. It is a truth and a fact that you deserve, and you already have it within you. Start making it yours. Look forward to more. Stay tuned for that irresistible offer. Take care. Love y'all.